Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Habitual Line Crosser. How's everybody doing? For some reason, I have to have it up over here. Knox, as soon as I start talking, he wants to say hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Speak. Speak. All right, there we go. Good boy. All right. Go lay down, bud. Go lay down. How's everybody doing, man? We got 212 people in here. Can we has our ship back? Yeah, nah. How's the kid handling not being in the Houthi campaign? This is the thing, man. I was like, I wanted to feature jets in my video, but I was like, at that point in time when I made the video, I didn't know what kind of strike package we had sent. I had no idea. So I was like, I don't want to say he was there and then I lose credibility, and I don't want to say he was not there and then lose credibility when he is. So I'm like, we'll just leave it be and have countries talking to each other. Let me scroll up here. Again, it's not on my OBS. I gotta have it on my actually I gotta have the window open. So Raptor052 HLC, thank you for making videos. They're always great to see. Hope 2024 goes well for you. Keep being awesome. You keep being awesome, Raptor2. Thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate the support. Hey, Haven Lady, what's going on? I recognize a few. KC, what's going on? 10 Hut HLC. Oh no, Nox, he's gonna try and fit in the small bed. Nox, don't fit in the small bed. He's fat. He has a medical condition. Let's let it play. Mega Mobas. Nope. Go. Nox.
Hey homie. Long time no chat. Been talking with an AF recruiter. And I'm pretty much committed to it provided I get the necessary waiver. Looking forward to serve the country. Also hello Nox.
Aww. Hey man, good shit, Mega Mobas. Good shit, my dude. I'm happy for you, dude.
Hey HLC, thank you for making videos. They're always great to see. Hope 2024 goes well for you and keeping being awesome.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for the support, man. Ooh, there's some
handling not being in the Houthi campaign.
Not well. Don't worry. I plan on making another one. I'm gonna have that one drop tomorrow. I just haven't had time. I've been working on something real special for you guys. It's gonna be one of my longer videos where I explain stuff, but it's different. And I'm hoping that you guys really like it because I've worked my ass off on it. We need to let the Marines eat in Yemen. I don't know if we're there yet, man. I don't know. Sergeant Seth asked a really good question. Are ADA soldiers known as redleggers or redlegs? So field artillery soldiers are often referred to as redlegs. I don't know the entire story behind it off the top of my head. I think it had something to do with their socks or something during some war. But the field artillery soldiers, they had red, or maybe it was their pants. I don't know. They were referred to as redlegs. Now, me as an air defender, I've never been referred to as a redleg. However, if you really want to dig back, air defense are the best soldiers in field artillery. Now, I'm not saying that to be a smartass. So, in the turn of the century, early 1900s, I want to say like 1913 or something. I'll let this one play and then I'll continue to explain.
Hey brother, long time no see. I've been busy welding and finished my welding and fabrication degree in October. I've been playing Arma 3 and making use of Patriot missile batteries and would love some input.
I don't mess with Arma too much, man. I wouldn't mind it. I'd have to know. So I avoid video games that have Patriot in it because I know what it's supposed to be, and I worry that someday I'll say what it's supposed to be, and then I end up in jail. But congratulations on getting your certification. So, in the turn of the century, you had the Coastal Defense Artillery, which were oftentimes revered as the best soldiers in field artillery, best shooters, because they fired in 3 dimensions. Jose, we're going to let this one play real quick. What does it say?
19 kilo back in the house. What's up, HLC?
What is up, Jose? She went back home. She's back at her base. That's what everyone's in here for, is my little sister. We warned him. Can't say we didn't warn him. We did. And, there was plenty of fair warning. It's just like, hey, you shouldn't do that anymore. And that is what it is. But, turn of the century, Coastal Defense Artillery were oftentimes revered as some of the best shooters in field artillery because they fired in 3 dimensions. Keep in mind, planes weren't really a big thing back then, so boats, right? Up and down and close and far away, right? On the ocean. So Coastal Defense really had to be on their shit. Well, 1930s, they changed from coastal defense artillery to the anti-aircraft artillery because obviously aircraft started becoming a thing. Between World War I and World War II is really when we saw aircraft become predominant. There's your guys' history lesson. And then in 1964, 65, it's the 60s, we changed from anti-aircraft artillery to air defense artillery.
Can't say we didn't warn them.
Stripe on their leg, cyber roaming. See, I didn't know it off the top of my head. I shouldn't have even said anything about it. If you find yourself in jail, assert dominance quickly. Oh, it's just like being in the barracks. Can't hear you guys can't hear the comments? Got a favorite cadence. Also love the doggo cam. Yeah, they love it too because people always want to give them treats. I will probably give them some here soon. Do I have a favorite cadence? Marching or running? So I guess running cadence would probably be Hey Lottie Dottie maybe? No, that's boring. Oh, I sing War Pigs by Black Sabbath as a running cadence. You can do it, guys, trust me. And every time I do it, the sergeant major like turns like, is he singing fucking War Pigs? Yes, absolutely I do. And then marching is the Someday You'll Be Alone, but I change it for air defense, you know, because it's like Someday You'll Be Alone, you know, in a hole in a combat zone, I think is how it originally goes. And I change it to In the Van on a VoSip phone, which is a secret phone. Yeah, I changed the whole thing to air defense because I'm a fucking nerd.
Would you intercept me? I
David coming in with 50.
On the Battleship NJ YouTube channel, and they were discussing Aegis. They couldn't put it on the Iowas when they were brought back in the 80s because the overpressure from the 16-inch guns would destroy the radar.
Makes sense.
Got a favorite cadence? Also, love the doggo cam.
Actually, yeah, that does make sense. So radar beams are often affected by something we like to refer to as ducting, if this makes any sense to you guys. So what ducting is radar beams being bent by humidity, clouds, or pressure, right? It's crazy to think about that. But the easiest way to kind of rationalize it in your brain is, you ever stood in a pool and you put your arm in and it looks like your arm is bent in a weird way? That's how it works. It's bending light. The water is bending the light, so you see it a little bit different. That's how ducting works with the radar. Makes sense.
How many times do we have to say stop fucking with our boats?
Apparently not enough. I shouldn't have been drinking at that point in time. I just... And I know, by the way, also, there's a lot of people in that most recent video, and I apologize, I didn't make it very clear, that's entirely on me, that I'm making it seem like we're fighting Yemen. We're not. The Houthi rebels are in a civil war against, whoever else, and I don't even know, the regular government in Yemen, and yeah, they're bad guys.
Thanks for the love you give to the USMC, brother. Love the 2 videos you did about USMC and Recon.
Ooh, yeah. You're very, very welcome, my buddy. Jarhead 1086.
Kansas Field Artillery from the Civil War, but some FA units outside of Kansas consider themselves Red Legs.
No shit. So I just very recently, where I'm stationed at right now, I work very closely with field artillery, and I know their big thing is all about being Red Legs. So I just never really dug into the history of it. That's fucking awesome.
Maybe dumb question, but why can't we load buff up with water munitions and drop on forest fires? Do such munitions not exist?
I've never heard of a water munition, but there was a little while that they were experimenting with like a type of charge you could drop that would remove oxygen from an area for a short period of time. Now you can put out a fire with an explosive. Really depends on the size of the fire and the size of the explosive, but it's possible. I think honestly, if you were to try and put an explosive wrapped around in water, all you would really do is create a lot of steam. Because it's not just you're moving physical water, is that you're moving the molecules of the water with the expansion rate of said explosive. So I don't know. I know that forest or wildfire fucking pilots, like those slurry bombers, those are some, you got to have some stones to do that, because those guys are low and they're in ravines and canyons and mountains. Like they got some stones, man. Any other Geneva Convention editions, Canada stories for us tonight? We already went over when they threw the food to the Germans and then used it as bait.
Any other Geneva Convention editions, Canada stories for us tonight?
Did I already? I mean, I don't have all the details, so I don't even really know if I can tell the story. I think it was World War I. Might have been World War II, but I'm pretty sure it was World War I. Canadians took a bunch of Prussian or German prisoners, not Prussian, Ottoman or German prisoners. They didn't have a way to like get them back or like take care of them, so they just executed all of them, which is really fucked up. And then there was another one. I just had it. Oh shit. Oh yeah, you know the movie The All Quiet on the Western Front, when like both sides came out and they like were nice to each other for Christmas. It was like a Christmas miracle. Yeah, Canada didn't participate in that. That's like all you'll hear in history is that Canada didn't participate because Canada was doing other things. But yes, Canada didn't participate in that. Someone mentioned the U.S. Navy was formed in response to Barbary pirate raids back in the day. Yeah, I saw that. I guess the Fat Electrician was talking about that. Nick, he was talking about that the U.S. Navy was literally formed to deal with pirates. And I think that's very, very interesting. It's not unheard of. I mean, necessity is the mother of invention, father of invention, whatever it is. And yeah. Good morning from Taipei, Taiwan. No shit. Crystal 2. Hey, welcome. Good old Ironsides. Yep. Operation Popeye is a great example of water rounds and war crimes. May have to look up Operation Popeye. I've asked you scurvy dogs. So you know what's interesting?
Someone mentioned that the
Hang on, there's a long one here I want to read.
In response to Barbary pirate raids back in
Apologies,
the day.
someone already asked. You've already addressed it, but I'm curious if you've seen a clip of Trump talking about wanting to build a dome over America and the media's reaction. I have not seen that. Here's the thing, guys. Yes, I do geopolitics. Yes, I make fun of politicians, but I make fun of all politicians. Everybody can get the smoke. I don't pick a side because everyone says things that are silly. Everyone says things that are dumb. So everyone's going to get made fun of. Us firefighters love when water turns to steam. It spreads and covers more area. Oh. Well, shit, I didn't know that, Jose. Hey, I learned something new today. I didn't know firefighting was like a science, man. I thought it was just like, just spray shit with a hose until it's out. There's a science to firefighting. I look up Jayhawker and Red Leg on Wiki. I will. I'll check it out, man. I've done... Guys, I have had no time to even play video games this week. I just played video games an hour ago.
Look up Jayhawker and Red Leg on Wiki.
For the first time in over a week. I haven't played any video games, man. I've been so damn busy.
Us firefighters love when water turns into steam. It spreads and covers more area.
But you know what's interesting? So somebody mentioned it. They're like, the Houthis have vowed retaliation. And so that got me thinking, right? Because I try and understand things. Number one, they don't have munitions that are capable of circumventing Aegis at all. So their go-to is going to be a saturation attack. Given what they just received as ultimately it was like a really stern stop it. Because when you can take an entirety of a country and make it non-habitable for any human for the next 3,000-4,000 years, when you're nice to them is when you're... Anyways, and I started wrapping my brain around it. I genuinely, and I'm not even being a smartass here, I'm not trying to, whatever. I know a little bit about Aegis, and I know it's significantly more powerful than Patriot. I genuinely don't think that the Houthis possess enough firepower at any given time or have the ability to fire enough firepower to actually hurt one of those ships that's out there. Just because they all cover each other. So it's that was I was thinking about it today. They fired 24 in a short amount of time, and they fucking Aegis was and I know Patriot can handle that much.
GM1, VLS Tech love watching your videos and seeing the difference between your land-based system and our sea-based Aegis system. Keep up the great work, bro.
Zane, hey, I'm honestly jealous of your job, dude. You're a VLS Tech. That's got to be cool as fuck. I love it.
Great vid today as always. Beer and pup treats on me.
All right.
If the kid was around Yemen last night.
No, so the Houthis have said that they've leveled at shot down an F-22. They posted it on their social media. And the U.S., the Pentagon, immediately, they were no, they didn't. Here's what we said. And they okay, so they sent 15 F-18s, 4 Eurofighter Typhoons. There was Tomahawks off of 3 DDGs and 3 submarines. And it only named one of the submarines. The other 2 just said additional submarines. So I have no idea how much was over there. And I thought it was a dozen targets. The U.S. is saying that they had 60 targets, which is a reasonable amount of firepower from 15 aircraft and 6 naval warships. Well, technically 3 warships and 3 war submarines. So the notion of an F-22 being shot down is hilarious. I think it's fucking great. And I will absolutely, after I get off a stream tonight, I'm going to make that video, the short, kind of talking about that. I got some ideas bouncing around in my head, and I hope you guys enjoy that one. I want that one to drop tomorrow. Got to strike while they're on top. But I got to get the doggies some... I'm going to be real quiet. Rain already saw it. Oh, Knox is looking. He saw it. Yep. Come on up. Here you go. Here, you'll get another one because they're little. There we go. Rain, you don't ever eat in front of the camera. She won't jump up. In regards to messing with our boats, Operation Praying Mantis is a prime example of what happens when someone doesn't listen. It's going to continue, like, here's the thing. So if you understand world politics and, like, the way countries do things, the U.S. de-escalates before we escalate. That's just notoriously what we do. So, like, us putting our boats there and saying stop it and just wasting money shooting down what they were throwing was us saying, look, you're not going to get through. Deal with it. Stop doing what you're doing. So that was our de-escalation.
In regards to messing with our boats, Operation Praying Mantis is a prime example of what happens when someone doesn't listen.
For anyone who's not... oh, hi, Sports Bottle. For anyone who's not familiar with Operation Praying Mantis, it was in the 1980s, and Reagan authorized a proportional response. The Fat Electrician, my friend Nick, he talked about it. If you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. And long and short of it, in about an 8-hour workday, we sank 50% of Iran's naval capability. Like, that's it. Because we hit a sea mine. They put out a sea mine, one of our boats hit it, and we said, oh, okay, and sank 50%, around 50% of their navy, their entire navy. El Tejon, thank you so much for the dono, my dude. I appreciate it. HLC, have you ever played Hearts of Iron? I have not. What am I doing? We're just hanging out, man. The beatings will continue until the missile strikes stop. What's the voice for the Hornet? So here's the thing, man. It hasn't come to me. I really, like... So the F-18, every time I learn about an air platform, it kind of lets me know what kind of character it's going to be. The F-18 is... It's... How do I word this? The one thing that they have going for them, that the F-18 does better than every other platform the U.S. has, and I will die on this hill because it's the only air platform I am genuinely scared of as somebody who works with radar, is the Growler. Desecration by escalation. Rah. Jarhead. Sorry, I'm reading. It's still wild to me that we're still almost 30, 600 LA class subs in the fleet. My dad was in the service. They were top of the line. That's wild, man. So the F-18, that's what it has going for it. It's not as good of a fighter as like the F-16 or the F-22. It's just not. But it's designed to be multi-role because you can only have so many jets on an aircraft carrier. So it's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, right? It's a better bomber than the F-16 is, but it's not a...
It's still wild to me that there's still almost 3,688 LA class subs in the fleet.
Hornet is
in the service when they were the top of the line.
G. Smith, I'm reading that. Hold on.
Desecration by escalation. Rah.
I kind of like that. The Hornet is stone cold. I'm putting that in my notes. I'll throw it around and see if I can get the voice right. I'm not opposed to that. That's actually not a half bad. Because Stone Cold, man, I fucking love Stone Cold. I would love to meet Stone Cold. I am a huge Stone Cold fan. Hold on. I'm not opposed to that. I like that. UK ship out there is the HMS Diamond. Yes. Yeah, I made a video about the HMS Diamond. Honest question. If anyone knows, I mean, HMS used to be Her Majesty's ship, right? Now it's His Majesty's ship, right? Like, so it just doesn't have to change? Am I understanding that correctly? I'm not being a dick. I honestly don't know. Undertaker, gang.
Out there is the HMS Diamond.
I met the Undertaker. He was very nice. And then I got roasted by one of the guys in his group.
Hornet is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. Hold on. What was that plane Grandpa Buff was thirsting after in that one video? Oh, that's oh shit. It's a Ukrainian plane. They don't actually exist anymore. All of them have been destroyed by Russia. AN-225? I think? Oh man. How about a surfer voice? They're built in California, so it tracks. I haven't really used a surfer voice. I could do that. That's actually not a half bad idea either. I'm gonna experiment. I'm not opposed to it. Want to play a match of War Thunder? Oh no, not tonight, Brandon. Trust me, I'd love to play video games, but playing video games while doing like on stream is really tough for me because I do want to interact with you guys. This is the one time like a week that I really get to just hang out and talk with y'all and just talk about whatever. Mrs. HLC for you two. I thought she was gonna be so the U2 and the Buff got beef because Eustace ran off. I gotta figure out who Eustace is. I would love Mrs. HLC for Eustace. I would love that. No surfer for the Hornet. Miria's dream in English. Second time catching one of your streams. Do you have any advice for people who want to join the military but don't know how to physically prep? I will tell you right now. It doesn't matter what you do. Honestly, it doesn't. They will teach you everything. They will show you everything. And they will work you out until you get there. That's all it is. To join the military, you literally, if you have to meet prerequisites to get in, I would encourage you to like get with a dietitian. I'm not licensed to do that kind of stuff. Usually I just kind of treat it as energy in, energy out. So push-ups, sit-ups, run, mainly.
Second time catching one of our streams. Do you have any advice for people who want to join the military but don't know how to physically prep?
Sorry, somebody asked where the lightsaber was. I haven't hung it up yet. I gotta get some stuff for it. Oh, I gotta take this out. I forgot what color I had it set to. Oh, the power of the dark side. Can't really see the red on camera. It does like all colors. Oh, I just got it sitting right there. Yeah, honestly, man, just get out there and get after it. You think HLC is a Sith Lord? Dark, I don't know how to say it. Darth Revan? Look, I haven't read all the books, guys. Don't hate me, all right? The lightsaber will never not be cool. Absolutely. 100%. I have turned to the dark side. Can we have some obligatory horns? Where's my... I gotta... There you go. I do have Mace Windu in there. I do. Revan. Okay. How long does the battery last? I haven't charged it yet, but I haven't really played with it a whole ton. Mainly, I'm just trying to be nice to it. Turns out the F-18 got a shot down kill in Syria while Soft were fighting ISIS. The 22 did some ground attack? Shadow Tempest. Honest, I'm not being a smartass. Can you email me
Coming from the F-18 guy, I was in VFA 102,143 and VX9, Willem Dafoe or Stone Cold?
Well, I don't know if I can do a Willem Dafoe. I like Willem Dafoe. I don't know if I can do that. But I'll fuck with the Stone Cold. I've been working on my Arlie Ermy and it's not good.
F-18 got a shoot-down kill in Syria while Soft were fighting ISIS, and during the fight with Wagner in Syria, the F-22 did some ground attack missions and killed some ground targets.
Do you have any source on that? I'm not being a smartass. If you can email me a source that has that, because I've looked for it. I've heard that before, but I can't find it anywhere. One of these days we should have a duel. Pro tip, purple shows best on cameras, but worse on your eyes. Oh. When I had it purple, it didn't turn out bright for me. They're trying to rebuild Miria. But anyways, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 has a pack to raise money for it. That's awesome. I hope they do, man. It's a cool aircraft.
They're trying to rebuild the N225 Maria. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 has a pack to raise money for it. There are spare fuselage parts and engines.
Sergeant Seth asks, what am I doing after I get out? This!
One of these days we
Hopefully.
should have a duel. Pro tip, purple shows up best on cameras but worse on your eyes.
I would just want to do that. When will you do another video about Ukraine, air defense, and the massive Russian air attack at the start of the year? I like hearing a professional analysis. I did. I saw an article about that as I was reading through today. And with everything going on, I did see that there was it was an attack in Kharkiv. Think so? So I'm gonna analyze it, figure out at least the best I possibly can. My theory is that they had that type of success because there wasn't a substantial amount of air defense there. Ukraine isn't really losing as many air defense systems as Russia is, at least from what I've seen. Granted, I try and get as many sources as I can, but they're losing troops, they're losing armor, they're losing missiles, they're losing. Don't get me wrong, they're losing stuff, but like they're not losing as many air defense systems as Russia is. Wow. Owen Wilson's voice. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Sorry.
Me and my dad love watching your green screen vids.
Hey, thank you so much, Pumpkin to Wuff.
When will you do another video about Ukraine AD/ the massive Russian air attack at the start of the year? I like hearing a professional's analysis of that stuff.
Sorry, I just read a super chat. It hasn't played yet. How did I get myself into this situation? Sincerely voting to use this to be a strato tanker. I do need to bring in tankers. I've had a lot of Air Force people like, where's the KC, 110, the KC, not 110, KC fucking, anyways, I can't remember the KCs off the top of my head. They need tankers. I would let Mrs. Lycross be a tanker. M Vowels, hey man, take it easy, be safe. Thank you so much for being here, my dude. Dr. Noblex!
Bro got to head out. Catch up later.
Thank you so much for being here, my dude. Dr. Noblex, what do I think of Laserpig? I like his stuff, man. What did Fade Music say? Oh.
Hey HLC, did you see the rumors that Chinese missiles are filled with water?
Yes, I did. I made a joke about it. Just a light joke.
When he gets out, the cult officially starts.
When he gets out, the cult officially starts. I'm waiting for the one from the gym to come through. I'm waiting for it.
Sincerely voting to Eustace to be a strato tanker.
I think it's the next one. The gym, here it goes.
Time to ask the hard questions. World's hottest peppers or world's biggest enema syringe? Choose.
I'm picking the hottest pepper, bro. I'm sorry. Man, I'm just, for personal reasons, I'm picking that pepper.
What do you think of Laser Pig?
I like Laserpig. I haven't watched as much of his stuff, guys. I want to consume other people's content and just see what's out there. I just don't have a lot of time. Most of the time, I'm either brainstorming, writing a script. For this new style of video that I'll have coming out, I'm hoping to have it out maybe Sunday or Monday. I edited it all today. Now I just got to upload it, thumbnail, do all that other stuff.
Love the vids.
I had to write a script and everything.
Started life in St. Louis. Gotta be a Chicago or St. Louis accent.
Chicago or St. Louis now? Let me look into the history of the F-18 a little bit better. Is there a KC-17? I don't know. Big Texas was funny. I'm glad you guys liked the little beef between Texas and Florida. I was just news was slow. I was like, fuck it, whatever. Thank you so much, Nemo. Look at that. Everyone, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and slap that notification bell. Maybe that'll be the F-18. Hold on. This week in Yemen, you can have JDAMs. Kid seats are still just $5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Fat Electrician was a battleship. Folks want him big whiskey. I have sent him. Tell you what, next time you guys, when you get a chance, go bomb his comment section and be like, hey, HLC says he sent you a script. I'm telling you all right now, 578 of you that are in here, I sent him a script and I'm waiting for his part. He has the script, and I have been waiting since last year. He has it. Do the OxyClean guys? But wait, there's more. I haven't really worked on that one. The AS-4 Kitchen is a supersonic cruise missile that's hard to intercept even for Patriot. It's the only missile Ukraine hasn't hit. If you're able to explain why on stream or vid. Hold on. You sure they haven't hit it? And maybe it's... Let me check. KS-22.
Fat Electrician is a battleship, smirking face. You know folks want him as Big Whiskey.
I'm going to have to look into it, but so far I'm seeing that it's an anti-ship missile. Patriot doesn't really shoot over water. So that might be why?
AS-4 Kitchen, KH-22, KH-32, is a supersonic cruise missile that's hard to intercept even for Patriot. It's the only missile Ukraine hasn't hit. Are you able to explain why on stream or in a vid?
So I would have to know a lot more details. I want to. Let me look into it and see what I can find out, and maybe I can make an assessment.
Deal with the amount of info on different weapon systems that by themselves, if fine but put together, shows capabilities that are secret.
So I remember there was a poster years and years and years ago that said unclass plus unclass plus unclass equals class. So for me, what I do is when I talk about a piece of equipment, even if I talk about that piece of equipment months later, I just give the exact same information. Maybe add in one or two things for like wow factor, maybe like what it's done previously, but I don't deviate from that information, and I do that on purpose. So that's how I deal with that. So that way I'm not accidentally giving out something that I shouldn't. With the info you have, my brain wouldn't brain. I'm trying, man. So it could be with that cruise missile, it could be what it was targeting. That's a huge factor when it comes to air defense. Its approach angle, another huge factor. Where air defense systems were co-located in relation to what it was fired upon, again, a huge factor. So like I would have to know like when it was fired, where it was fired, and what it hit. Like those three, I can probably get a roundabout understanding of what's going on. Hey, bro, love your stuff. You crack up the entire office. Have a good one. KM, thank you so much. I'm glad I crack up your entire office. You should clip this for your entire office. Let's see you guys. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. I can't. It's weird to do it at that angle. I have to be straight on because like my throat was cocked in a weird way, and I've gotten pretty good at just switching to the buff whenever I need to.
Hey bro, love your stuff. You crack the entire office up. Have a good one.
Okay. Thank you so much, by the way. Also, have a good one. Let me see. Kitchen climbs to massive altitude and then comes straight down. Should still be able to hit that. Honest, and I'm not being a smartass. I'm not being a smartass. Enterprise has to be Captain Kirk. There's... I don't even know if I can do a Captain Kirk that's even like realistic. I'd intercept you to die, but I'd do it. Hello, Line Crosser. Hello, Godzilla fan. What is my favorite character to play? I love being the buff. I have an affinity for the buff. I love it because it's like all of my years of just pent up angry shit can come out in the voice of an angry old aircraft, and I love every bit of it. Because it's considered non-assuming and funny when it comes from like an old geezer. But if I was telling you the same shit that Buff says in my regular voice to your face, you'd be like, that guy's a fucking asshole. But because it's Buff, everyone finds it hilarious. I love being the Buff. I love it. F-22 ASMR. Do I have any of the Patriot Hervinia coins? Not familiar with what those are, Daniel. I'm not familiar. I do have I'll show you this. Okay, no, she didn't put it away. All right. This is a missile plug off of the back of a PAC-2 Patriot Advanced Capability version 2 interceptor. And this was from the day. Let's let it play real quick.
What is the RAF Typhoon personality, and are you adding another UK military hardware character, and if yes, how do you desire what their personality are?
I'm thinking of going inner city London for the Eurofighter Typhoon. That's my theory.
Do you have any of the Patriot Rivnia coins?
And but this is from when I fired 2 Patriot interceptors at it was for a test. I was using IBCS, but IBCS was controlling Patriot, and I fired 2 missiles and smoked 2 cruise missile surrogates. It was probably the highlight of my career. I got to blow some shit up, and it was awesome. If you guys want to see the shot, you can actually go on YouTube right here and look up IBCS Flight Test 5, and those are the missiles that I fired. And this is the plug from the back of one of the canisters. That's my missile plug. All right. Just pause to do Shatner. So far, cold brandy. Nice. When are you able to make South Korea an island? As soon as somebody in Washington stops playing fuck games with that asshole in North Korea. I'm sorry. Oh, man.
Buff is to you as Walter is to Jeff Dunham.
It really is. I love being the buff, man. Sent the info to Discord, email in Discord, and email for you, boss. Thank you, Shadow Tempest. I appreciate it, my dude. I'm honestly, I want to look into that because that's some lore I can use. Sneaking in during your bar shift to say hello, Sorrel. Thank you so much.
New subscribers/video, you help redefine Canada's image. We Canucks are not just nice, polite Boy Scouts. We are also polite psychopaths. Thank you.
I like talking about everybody's history, man. And like, if you're a savage in war, I'm here for it, man. I am absolutely here for it. Don't get me wrong. I love the United States. I will always rep the United States. This is the greatest country in the world. Not with everything, but it is the greatest for opportunity.
Send the info in Discord and email for you, boss.
Wojek Gabrys, thank you so much for the donation, my dude. You didn't say anything, so that's fine. I just thank you so much. I much appreciate it. I'm trying to scroll through and catch. That buff line has me laughing so damn hard I got hiccups. People are watching, only 92 likes on the video. Come on, people, we can do better. You know, Alex, you right. How would the Patriot do against the rods from God, a bundle of telephone pole size, 20 feet long, 1 foot in diameter, tungsten rods dropped from orbit, reaching up to 10 times the speed of sound? So,
How would the Patriot do against the rods from God, a bundle of telephone pole sized 20 feet long, 1 foot in diameter, tungsten rods dropped from orbit, reaching up to 10 times the speed of sound?
So here's the thing. Tungsten is really, really hard. And when you're using gravity to guide something down, hitting it isn't enough because you're not going to make that weight magically disappear. So could it hit it? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. My brain is losing its mind right now. Theoretically, we could hit that, but I don't know if it would cause enough damage to stop anything. I really don't. You could at least knock it off. Of course, maybe. Again, a hard maybe, man. That's a lot of kinetic energy.
Had some Canucks at KHND Airport today in a C-130. I showed them some of your stuff.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Dave. I appreciate it, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. You gonna grow a beard, Big Boss? No, Mrs. Linecrosser doesn't want me to grow one. Maybe I would like to. She said after I get out, I can have a year to grow whatever facial hair I want. I would like a beard. She doesn't want me to have one. So you guys got to bring that up with her. Houthis said they won't stop. What are they on? I honestly don't know. Dude, I try and look at this from a tactical perspective. And are they just so dedicated to the cause that they genuinely think they have a chance? Like, I'm not even being a smartass. Like, you know, we've passed the de-escalation portion. Like, right, we've de-escalated as much as we possibly could. Now we go into escalation. Now Russia, if you've ever paid attention to their politics, they escalate before they de-escalate, right? So they escalate, and then if somebody backs down, then they leave alone. But if you escalate, they escalate, and it just keeps escalating into all that war. but we de-escalate before we escalate. And we started escalating. I don't know, man. Oh, what did I miss one? Did I miss one? The M Meme and Games, thank you so much, my dude.
Hoothies just said they won't stop. What are they on?
I honestly, man, like for me, I don't think, number one, they have any idea, because we've proven now, because we've destroyed radar systems, right, that they would use for detection of our aircraft. We've proven that their radars mean fuck all. We've proven that. Like, that's a fact. Your radars can do nothing, right? They fired dozens of missiles and drones and hit one boat once. Didn't even sink it. Not even our boat. They hit a cargo ship. That's what they've done. Overnight, we hit 60 targets, and we didn't miss a single one. So, like, I mean, if it's a battle of attrition that they want, I guess, but I'm so, like, I can't imagine being in that. Like, I always try to put my head in the enemy's, like, you know, my brain in their brain. Like, why are they thinking this? And I genuinely can't figure out what the fuck they think they're gonna do. I really don't. Like, I keep on wondering, like, is there a secret weapon that they have? Do they have something I'm not aware of? Like, I don't know. Like, Dylan, thank you so much for the dono, my dude. Do you need to borrow my eyes and mouth for the Asian countries and voice? Dude, I don't mind doing collabs with people, but the problem is it's so hard to do it from a remote location. Like, if you weren't near each other, fuck it. Yeah, dude, I don't care. Let's do it. Not much, but thank you so much for the memes, and more importantly, the actual knowledge you share. I'd intercept you. You'd intercept me, Thorol. Thank you so much. I'd intercept you. All right, kid. We're going to go on out here, and I'm going to show you what this life's all about.
Oh, you get your fat ass over here, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Not much.
Good golly, viewers. I know, man. We're crushing it tonight.
And more importantly, the actual knowledge you share. I'd intercept you.
They do it probably as a sign of defiance. They might be. I mean, I would definitely intercept him. Maybe just that stupid. I don't know. Will I still be going more before getting out? No, Blue Jay. I pulled my packet, and it's nothing against the warrant officer cohort. I wish them all the best. I was in a group chat with all the guys that I was going to school with. I wish them all the best in their future endeavors. I have a profound respect for the warrant officer cohort, and if I'd done this several years ago, I would absolutely be doing that right now. But through YouTube and social media and all these opportunities and people that I met, I have a golden opportunity to affect a lot more people and be able to do more. So I'm gonna take that. Ukraine coins with Patriot launcher on one side. Bro, Daniel, seriously? How do I get one? Like, for real? Oh, I shut down my P.O. box. Fuck. Maybe I should open that back up. Oh, man. Hold on. Oh, how excited did you get when you found out that the Houthis found out? Oh, I saw that they stole another oil tanker.
Pretty soon, all the Houthis will have left are those pretty little daggers. Next animation, Desert Storm, the perfection of that opera/planning, related to your movie about USA fights 3-1 PS. Time plan of next streams.
I'm telling you, maybe I could go over that.
How excited did you get when you found out that the Houthis found out? Also, did you see Iran stole another oil tanker?
I got physically excited when I found out, like, that we struck back. I was like, oh, I was watching the news.
With Patriot launcher on one side.
I need one. I was watching the news downstairs in my living room, and I was...
Will you still be going warrant before etting out?
Pretty little daggers. Is Mrs. HLC in here? Overshare, but if I can...
F-18 Hornet and Growler as Heath Ledger's Joker. F-22's replacement as Lego Batman. Aegis as Herbert the Pervert. Smiley face.
Hold on. What did I miss that one?
What air defense guns did Germany use during World War II to shoot down Allied planes?
Hold on. Heath Ledger's Joker?
According to my GF, my beard tickles the right spots. Just remember to take care of it and it stays soft. Maybe that can help your case.
There you go. I saw Mrs. Linecrosser jumped in and she was like, if I can shave my bits, he can shave his face. And I was like, can't be mad about that.
Are you a bang energy guy or a monster guy? Every serviceman has their energy drink damsel of choice.
For years, I was a monster guy. And then I discovered something called Old Glory, and they were dirt cheap.
Really
That's it.
Meet God, we can help. U.S. outlying islands.
These must really want to meet God. We can help them. You know, I don't get me wrong. It's never a good thing when anyone, loses their life. I get that. But I love watching people like bite off more than they can chew and get straight humbled. Like, I love that. I absolutely love that, right? Like, dozens of missiles, probably, let me see, let's say they've shot 60 or more, right? 60 or more things at boats. They hit one commercial boat. That's what they've done. They hit one commercial boat. Overnight, we hit 60 locations and didn't miss a single one. Get fucking ratioed, you filthy casual. I'm sorry. God, it's so good. We are really good. Can we make the hornet sound like an angry hornet's nest? Miss HLC, I trust he's behaving for you. I try to behave. Be quiet, the dog was sleeping. Oh, they both are sleeping. They're so cute. Miss HLC walking the room and hijack his stream. I wish she would. FAFO sure win. Working on it, Nova. So just so you guys know, on habituallinecrosser.com, I still do have a merch line right now. It's with my previous distributor. Again, great guy. I have no issue with that previous distributor. I am switching over to Bunker Branding. Again, nothing against him. We just decided to part ways, and I'm moving over to Bunker. He still does amazing work. He's still a friend of mine. Great guy. But working on swapping over to Bunker, and then once we get over there, if things start ramping up and picking up, I'm redesigning a bunch of stuff. We're gonna rock it.
Should let Scotland do a live chat.
Right, so what we got going on right? Fuck, that's so hard to do. Right, so what we got going on right now? First, super, love your stuff. Waiting to see if China wants to find out when Taiwan gets a new press. Oh yeah, they're gonna fucking find out real quick, laddie. Fuck, that's hard.
First, super, love your stuff. Waiting to see if China wants to find out when Taiwan gets a new press.
Oh, combine the two, take your FAFO shirt off. Wow, that's the first that's ever happened to me. Someone asking me to take my shirt off. And no, actually, has that happened before? I don't remember if that's ever happened. What about a long form video on the evolution of air defense? Yo, that I like that idea. I really do. How air defense has. Because there's a really cool, we have one here. We have like one of like two that still exist. Germany, right before, Nazi Germany fell. Obviously, Nazi bad. I get that. But they created an air defense missile, and we have one here.
What about a long form video on the evolution of air defense?
They have the missile here. It looks gawky. It looks stupid. It's got like these wings all over the place. It's fucking huge, right? But it was the first ever surface-to-air missile, and they fired it at a B-17, right? They fired it at B-17. There was two of them right next to each other, and it went through one of them and exploded on the second one. So obviously it worked, but it didn't work the way they wanted it to. But there's only like 2 or 3 of them that still exist in this world, and we have one here at the Air Defense Artillery Museum. Bunker Branding today, 5th host of Unsub tomorrow. Maybe. Go ahead and go bug Eli. Go bug Eli. I'll do it. Ron Patterson, thank you. Mr. HLC makes it easy. Love that I'm able to support him with all this and excited about the future. Oh, she's excited. I'm hitting that.
Shirt should say 816.7 billion of FAFO this year.
816.7. Fuck around, find out this year. Yeah, I like it. I don't know how I'm going to go with it, but...
Bunker Branding today, 5th host of Unsub tomorrow.
I swear these little giggles he's doing is over the take your shirt off. Or B channel for the history stuff. I do want to do some other stuff, like collab with some other people and stuff. The Fallujah happened in 2004, and I did not know that. Bro, that's... Fallujah was 20 years ago? Fuck. I mean, I wasn't there, but fuck.
Did you see Russia launched nuclear-capable tactical missiles into Ukraine from North Korea? Jojoba bile is the best for your beard.
Hold on.
A little late, but still. Smash.
Hey, no, I appreciate it, Sorrel. I mean, if Mrs. Linecrosser allows me to give it a shot. Did I see Russia? So, I don't know how to take that, James Willis, because the Kinzhal is a nuclear-capable weapon system. The Iskander M is a nuclear-capable weapon system. Like, you can put nukes in a lot of different stuff. So, I'm going to have to look into that. They fired, like, from North Korea they fired, or the missiles came from North Korea and they fired them into Ukraine. Like, that's what I need. Usage of disposable drones as air defense. We do have those. It's called the Coyote system. It's from Raytheon. It actually is really cool. They have a truck-mounted one and they have a ground-mounted one, and it fires a drone that hunts other drones and explodes on them. And if you miss or like you just
got my final order of merch from AA today. Your designs now make up a good 50% of my wardrobe.
My dude.
I'm calling it a night.
Hey.
Great weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, man.
Usage of disposable drones as an air defense.
So yes, disposable drones. So it's called the Coyote system. It goes out and hunts drones, and then like you fire it like a missile, and it goes kaboom, right? But if you like, let's say the drone turns away or somebody else shoots it down or something like that, you can recall it and it'll come back to you and land, and then you can just reload it back into the tube, which is super fucking cool. Haven Lady coming in with a dono. Thank you so much. The missiles came from North Korea. Okay. I want to read this to you guys. I love it. Inside of you are two wolves. One is a tabletop desk fan. Another is a guidance system for nuclear ICBMs. You're the company, Raytheon. I found that way funnier than I fucking should have. Oh, man, that's great. I love every bit of that. FAFO for the Webster's word of the... Oh, bro. So, I like my group chat from work. My first sergeant's in there and all the other instructors are in there. And they were, one of the guys, we got some real cold weather coming through, like below freezing and everything. And in Oklahoma, that's pretty rare. So, they were all texting. This says only flares, by the way, everybody. For like flared bases, don't put things inside you that aren't flared. Anyways, sorry, got off track. And one of my buddies said something about the weather, and they were like, "Oh, thanks, weatherman." And I was like, "And now on to Sergeant so-and-so with sports." And they were like, "Oh, you got geopolitics, though." And I like broke down exactly what had happened. I was like, 60 targets were struck, this many F-18s, this many Eurofighter Typhoons. And I was like, I have a graphic here to help showcase exactly what happened. And I just put that graph for the fuck around and find out. And yep, that's what I do at work.
Let's piss people off. Most people don't know that the US hasn't declared war since World War II. Everything after was a military conflict. That is absolute fact. We have not declared war because it takes Congress to declare war. But like GWOT, Global War on Terror, was kind of a backdoor way because like Congress was okay with a global war on terror, but it wasn't a declaration of war because you can't. It's like trying to like fight water, right? It's just they don't believe in boundaries in countries and they just go wherever. Says it's kind of a backdoor way of doing it. How do you think the US would do against dragons? How do I think the US? Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. And here's why. The coyote looked just like a switchblade. The coyote looked just like a switchblade? So, I think the US would do phenomenal against dragons because, hold on. Texas Instruments makes calculators, makes my car talk and tanks die. Good old Texas Instruments. Have I seen a cannon-based air defense? I'm going to go back up to that comment. I haven't forgotten about it. The video from Northrop. And what do you think of it as a theory? I'm not familiar with that. David, I'll look at the emails this weekend. We only checked briefly to check for an invoice. I'm sorry. That's on me. Sorry, Mrs. Linecrosser is helping me out. Oh, you reached out on the 22nd? I'm so sorry, man. So,
the U.S. I think would do phenomenal against dragons. I really think so. Sorry, Mrs. Linecrosser wants me to turn it up a little bit.
Have you seen the new cannon-based air defense video from Northrop, and what do you think of it as a theory?
I'm not familiar with it, actually, at all. Guys, I don't know everything about everything. I try as much as I possibly can. I give it the best, the old college try. Special military action. This did not require congressional approval. No, there are some that are mad, right? Like, I saw that in the news, that there are some politicians that are like, he didn't ask permission before he authorized this. And it's like, it's a strike. Presidents authorize strikes all the fucking time. And would you have told him no? Like, that's what I want to ask all those politicians. Like, would you have told the president, no, don't do this strike? Well, no, it was justified. Well, then why the fuck are you bitching? Shut the fuck up. Did the job get done? I hate that about people. They're like, there's a process for everything. No, I hate processes. Just get shit done. Like, why is that so hard? But we do awesome against dragons because we have a lot of penetrating capabilities. And I know that sounds really, really weird, right? Interceptors on missiles, they rip through some shit. 30 millimeter tungsten rounds, 25 millimeter tungsten rounds, they'll all do the trick. I don't think dragons would really stand a chance. I mean, the only thing, and everyone's like, well, they're cold-blooded. Air defense is heat seekers. No, Stingers are heat seekers. The Chaparral was heat seekers, the AIM-9. Literally every other air defense system I know of is radar guided. TWS, track while scan or track while search, depending on where you read it. Do I think Iran will do something bad enough to have a respond with Praying Mantis 2, Iran Boogaloo? I don't know. Iran, like, them seizing that oil tanker today is like, it's a why. It's a why moment. Like, what benefit do they have? Are they trying to continue to escalate things? Like, I don't know what the play is there. Like, what's the strategy? Doesn't make any sense. I think historically, Iran has beat their chest publicly and stayed far enough away to avoid getting their ass whooped.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support, Pumpkin da Woof. Thank you.
Do you think Iran will do something bad enough to have us respond with Praying Mantis 2, Iran Boogaloo?
It's a wild card at this point. But like I said, Iran beats their chest, and they follow our Navy around. They have for years. They follow them around the Strait of Hormuz and all sorts of other places, but they never do anything. Except for that one time they, like, see some sailors on, like, a rowboat, which we de-escalated that. Again, remember, we de-escalate before we escalate? That was an isolated incident, and then Iran went back to their normal shit and didn't escalate it any further. It's because they know. They know they can push the button so far. They know they can shoot down drones, and we're not going to do anything. We're going to de-escalate. We've proven that a million times over. Anyone shoots down a drone, we don't do shit about it. We never have, never will. When you shoot down our people, like Russia and China, like burning in front of our jets and stuff like that, but not actually hurting anybody, it's just an annoyance.
Use Google Maps and UpGeo sites. Program drone to use camera and terrain matching. Simple AI. Image processing. Profit. Why this not happening? Yo HLC, it's Shadow Clown from TikTok and Twitch. When do you start streaming on YouTube, and are you planning on streaming there anymore?
No, I walked away from Twitch. And honestly, I've been so much happier over here. Like, the integrations on YouTube are not as good as Twitch, but the community's really, like, healthy over here, and I just wasn't seeing any growth on Twitch. I was really trying to, like, grow, and I just didn't see it happening. So I'm happy over here. I won't be going back to Twitch. I tried shutting it down, but I can't until the end of the fucking tax season. Use Google Maps and other geosites. Program drone. Oh yeah, you talked about that. Bro, I don't know. You may have a $1 billion idea right there. I don't think it's like the movies, though, when it comes to missiles and drones and stuff. I don't think it's like you can see a camera in the nose of it. I could be dead wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. I think oftentimes it's radar tracking or map guidance or something called DTED, which stands for Digital Terrain Elevation
Not
Data.
Not the right lines for you, but Iran trying to downsize their navy in a way that won't see protests in their military.
Thank you, Wolfram.
Everyone to IC dollar. How many times do we teach you this lesson, old man?
How many times do we teach you this lesson? I love it. Not to write lines for you, but Iran trying to downsize their navy in the way that won't. This is the thing, guys. I will be totally honest with you. When I read comments and they make me laugh, I will like straight up like I have no shame using that. Or sometimes like I'll read it and I'll just be like, "Fuck, that was a good line. I missed that opportunity, man." Like I can't think of everything, so that I might use that, Warrior. I might. We'll see. Enjoying stream, have a beer on me. All right, I could do that. Well, I'm not drinking right now. I'm on some new medication, so just water for me as of right now. And I've drank the whole bottle. If Mrs. Linecrosser is here, she could come on up and top me off, but she probably won't. Enjoying the stream. So, fun fact: Twitch is the middle of a woke purge. Really? So Twitch, here's the problem that I have with Twitch. I was looking at like the numbers, right? So daily on Twitch, there's around, I think 25 million users a day, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of daily users. YouTube has 250 million daily users.
Stream, have a beer on me.
Beer for Mrs. HLC? All right. Twitch has gotten creepy, to be honest. Yeah, and then the monetization, right? So when you guys come in here and you give me, and I'm not like being weird about this, right? If you give me a dollar, I get that dollar. If you give me $5, I get those $5. Like when they're a super chat, they just come straight to me, and that's fucking wonderful. In Twitch, yeah, donations, I believe, come straight to you, but fucking, what is it, stars or whatever, diamonds or whatever they use, that's like a 70-30 split. And then your subs is like another 70-30 split. So it's, yeah. What's so great about dumb old Texas? What's so great about dumb old Texas? Did you read that? I'm not reading that. I'm not reading the rest of that. Do I still have that 3D printer that arrived? I do. Bro, I have had... I haven't even gone fishing. Let me put it to you that way, guys. I haven't gone fishing. I haven't played video games. I have been just creating and honing my craft and trying to do this and working and just being busy. I'm so sorry. Wasn't me. Thank you to all who have thanked me for my service. No thanks needed. I stood for Canada and will steed if needed again. Jeff C., thank you so much for what you do, man. Fucking, I'm here for it. Brandon's going to be a congressman? I hope so. I can't vote in Texas, but I hope he gets it, man. He's also a really good dude. Oh, that's Mrs. Linecrosser. Maybe she's going to get some water. And for what? I have to toast you. Oh, okay. Wolfram, this is a toast. Don't spill it.
I'm not spilling it.
Is that tequila?
No. Maybe.
Jesus.
Don't worry about it.
That's tequila. We just toasted a shot of tequila. Still waiting on the Tyson voice. I worked on it. I can't get it, man.
Iranian sailors shall receive a lateral promotion to submariners. Should they even think about outboats in the wrong way greater than _0?
That's fun. I like it. I fucking love it, Zach. That's great, man.
Still waiting on Tyson voice. Happy Friday.
I've been working on the Tyson one.
For about stuff.
I'm in South Dakota and would love to hear your take on the B1. I would say Tom Bracco or Bob Barker. So I'd done a B1 before, and I kind of did it like a voice like that. I did it like a deep growling thing, because the B1 is cool. It's a cool plane. It just didn't do what it was designed to do.
I am in South Dakota and would love to hear your take on the B1. I would say Tom Brocco or Bob Barker, two South Dakotans. Tom always sounds drunk.
XP70 Valkyrie, please, my dude, Mrs. HLC could be the voice. May the sun be low and the wind at your back so you don't piss on yourself like a sunburn on your nutsack. Oh, I can't wait for the voice to read that one. Thank you, real men. I'm not reading the rest of your name either, dude. I'm sorry.
G-maps and city areas, buildings, simple shapes and the distances between them. Die Tomahawk project. This could be done on Raspberry Pi. Opinion?
I will tell you, if you have something that the U.S. military wants to buy,
Civilian here, but terminally curious about how the world works. The way in your channel is great. Sometimes I have to do some reading to get a joke and it's always worth it.
thank you so much, River. I appreciate the support, my dude. By the way, dude is gender neutral in my book.
XB70 Valkyrie. Please, my dude. Mrs. HLC good to the voice.
Hold on,
May
let's
the
see.
sun
I
be
think I
lying
know
on
what
the
that
wind at
is.
your back, so you don't piss on yourself or sunburn your nutsack. For the puppies to get a cookie.
Oh, for the puppies to get a cookie. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have something the government wants to buy, don't accept their first offer, accept their second one. Because there won't be a third. But, all right. I mean, they didn't hear me grab it. They didn't hear me grab it. You ready for this? Watch them on the camera. I'm going to just shake the bottle. You guys ready? Want a cookie? Ha Knox with his LSD eyes. Come on, bud. Here, Miss Rain. Here. You guys, maybe you'll hear his... I'm going to turn the gain up, and you might be able to hear his jaws snap shut. I don't know if you guys heard that. Shot, shot, shot. Everybody! Light skin stare puppy. This one is for Mrs. HLC.
Musical
Bow to you.
notes.
Well done.
Shots, 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 everybody. Musical notes.
Knox, you smell like a kennel. I'm going to give you a bath tomorrow, dude.
This one is for Mrs. HLC. I bow to you. Well done. Well done.
Warrior. I did not get a chance to look up the Arsenal ship. It's in my notes. I have it in my notes, and I just never did it, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Guys. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. Someone mentioned Airsoft last stream. You can just wear your OCPs, and I'm sure someone will lend you the rest. If you want to go extreme, I'll send you deeds for some Cold War LARP to unalive commies. Yeah, no, the person who mentioned it last stream, they did email me. I saw that there's an email there. I just have not fully read it and responded to it and figured out what we're gonna do. So,
I was here, but please do the B36 Peacemaker and the buff having a moment.
the Peacemaker and the buff. I can do that. Maybe. We'll see.
Someone mentioned Airsoft last stream. You can just wear your ops and I'm sure someone will lend you the rest. If you want to go extreme, I'll send you deets for some Cold War live to unalive commies.
Gunny Highway for the A10, agreed. One thing I like about Aussies is they have a word, they have a phrase, g'day, that it's like, don't get me wrong, I love the C word that Aussies can say, but like g'day is just, it's such a versatile thing. Like you can say it in a snarky way, like when someone like fucking, I don't know, they trip over your boot and they look up at you like you're an asshole and you're like, g'day. Like it's just it's so universal, right? You can be a smartass to someone who's having a rough day, like they come home from work and they're drenched because they forgot their umbrella, and be like, g'day. Like it's so versatile. I love it. We're going to be getting HLC Patriot coffee mugs and beer glasses. Also, video going over radar types, and radar would be cool, conventional versus AESA. Oh, I'd have to really dig into the radar weeds there. I don't know what I could say. I'll consider it. I'm down.
B1 Lancer. The D model is the boned. The R model that the USAF wants will be the boner. Playful face.
The boner.
Had Hugh Hefner as the voice.
I don't even know what Hugh Hefner's voice sounds like. Detroit Oldster, now living in Austin,
When
Texas.
are we getting HLC Patriot coffee mugs and beer glasses? Also, a video going over radar types of radar would be coolly, eh?
Let me talk to my new distributor and see what I can make happen, okay? We'll see what we can make happen. Let me see. A10 overrated when F111 and F117 get love. I've made a video of the F117. The F111, I'm not there yet. It's such a very it's a unique air platform. For those of you who don't know what the F111 Aardvark is it is America's ability. Like it's America just proving a point. They're like, we need a bomber. Cool. We need it to be smaller than a regular bomber. All right, cool. We want it to look like a fighter. All right. We need it to have huge fucking engines. Cool. So then we built something that almost looks like a fighter. It's just a little bit boxier and a little bit bigger. And it can carry like 100,000 fucking pounds. Because America. And then the Canadians bought it and the Aussies bought it. And I think the Aussies were the last ones to stop using it. Airbags, but bigger as tanks anti-drone defense. I don't even think tanks need anti-drone defense. Like, I used to be a tanker and I would... The small charges they have wouldn't get through an Abrams.
A10 overrated. When F111 or F117 getting love.
Aw, being able to argue with yourself like you do, bad accents, geopolitical news, and cool technical details. A glorious 40-foot tungsten telephone pole from high orbit straight to my heart. Thank you, linear analysis. That's so nice. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. See, Mrs. Line Crosser? That's how you swoon right there. That. I'm going to get beat up tonight. Just thank you for the fun and the laughs and the effed up time. Hey, Patrick Roberts, thank you so much for being here, my dude. Thank you. Honestly, all of you guys, thank you all for being here, man. Best kind of water. That's a hard one.
Being able to argue with yourself like you do, bad accents, geopolitical news and cool technical details. A glorious 40 feet tungsten telephone pole from high orbit straight to my heart.
Where am I stationed at? Oklahoma. Good old Fort Sill.
Airbags, but bigger, as tanks anti-drone defense.
Was that a Project Thor reference? I think you're talking... I don't think it was called Project Thor. Was it Project Thor? I don't fucking know. 2 a.m. fridge water is peak. Oh, I do fuck with that. I do fuck with that. I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of, like, I'll just... Water's water.
Just to thank you for all the fun and laughs in a fed up time.
A video about the A10 talking to his mom, the super tweet, and his dad, the A1 Sky Raider, would be fun to watch. Man, I'm gonna have to draw out this family tree. You guys just like, oh, is this person's dad, mom, aunt, uncle? And I'm like, fuck, I gotta have to make this family tree. It all starts with Grandpa Buff. It all starts with him. And his former wife, Eustace, who I don't know what she is yet. And they had 6 kids.
A video about the A10 talking to his mom, the super tweet, and his dad, the A1 Sky Raider, would be fun to watch. Emo.
Did I check out the STT podcast? I did not. I wasn't. Somebody told me about like Truth, that I should be on Truth. Or the Real Truth podcast. Hang on. Fuck, what is it? Hold on. And now my brain has to work on something else.
Did you check out the STT podcast?
I did not check out the STT podcast. I'm sorry. Did you ask about that previously? Oh god, the XF-84 Thunderscreech. So, it's all about Grandpa Buff. Am I Army? Yes, I am. Orion? I am. I didn't score high enough. So, let me see. Starts with Grandpa Buff. He had 6 kids. His kids are fucking the F111, the F14, the B2, the B1, the C1 or AC-130.
Oh god, the XF-84 Thunderscreech.
Fuck, I'm trying to like do this. Pirate free water is the best kind of water. I'm not.
Love to work on stuff for you. I'm in the Discord. Let me know if interested.
Oh, hold on. in the Discord. Let me know if you're interested. Dylan, I will, man. Dude, I didn't even get in the Discord this week, man. I didn't even have time to do that. Fuck. Oh, man. Guys, I have a 4-day weekend this weekend, and I plan on sleeping. That's it. That's all I plan on doing. Although now I have a short form that I got to complete after this. I just completed the long form. It's exported. I got to do a thumbnail for it and get that uploaded. I got, I think that's it. Yeah, I could do that. I could probably do that. Yeah, I'd be fine. I'll be good. Yeah. All right. Let me see. XF84 Thunder Screech. Pirate Free Water is the best kind of water. That was me. Don't forget the P47 that gave the A10 its moniker. Oh, that's fair. Hold on. I'm from the Dominican Republic. Thank you for your content. You're very welcome. Hum first? Thank you.
I'm from Dominican Republic. Tie for your content. Anyone with crazy cheap dye ideas join me, really.
DIY ideas? For what? Love your videos. Change.
Don't forget the P47 that gave the A10 its moniker.
I don't know why, like, my alerts get, like, constipated over here, and then it just does
That
this.
was me.
Love your videos. Changing your life is a tough thing. Don't be one of that 22. I will not. Jakek?
Pirate-free waters is the best kind of water.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly, all you guys, thank you. You're all...
You would say you know a little bit about firearms, yes. I put gay stickers on my airsoft gun and now it on shoots straight. Help, please.
What am I supposed to do with that information, Gamer Kitty? What am I supposed to do with that?
Videos. Changing your life is a touch thing. You don't be one of that 22.
Time as in stream time, almost 2 hours? No. We're only at an hour 20 right now. I still got 40 minutes. No, I'm saying like time throughout the week. Because, I mean, full-time army and doing content creations. This week was, it was a nightmare, man. Check out the book Extreme Ownership. I'm familiar with the book Extreme Ownership. I think you'll love it, by a pair of seals about leadership. I think that was on a mandatory reading list, Extreme Ownership, for a unit that I was in. I remember, I got the Cliff Notes. What do I think will replace the Patriot? That's a great question.
What do you think will replace the Patriot?
So...
Check out the book Extreme Ownership. I think you'll love it. By a pair of seals about leadership.
So what I think will replace Patriot is a newer version of Patriot. And I'm not even being a smartass there. It's a very good system. It's very good at what it does, but it is dated. So what we're doing right now is we're creating a system called IBCS. And people are like, that's going to replace Patriot. No, it just pulls Patriot, THAAD, fucking Aegis, everything into one central command facility. That's what it does. So everyone can talk to everyone can see what everyone's seeing, right? So like that's not replacing Patriot. But the Patriot radar is eventually going to go away, and it's going to be replaced by something called the LTAMS radar, which stands for Lower Tier Air and Missile Defense Sensor. Also, I cannot thank all of you enough. They used to call it the Ghost Eye, which is the dumbest name for a radar. And I was like, we need to publicly haze Raytheon. That's a stupid name for a radar. And guess what? There was a billboard out on Fort Sill Boulevard that said Ghost Eye, and now it's gone. And it just says LTAMS. And I'm like, yes! We did it. I couldn't have done it without you guys. We hazed a Fortune 500 fucking company. I could not be more proud. I'm gonna email you about airsoft shit. You better reply. I'm gonna try, man. Tell you what, I will absolutely check my email tomorrow. Collab with CW Lemoyne.
I'ma email you about airsoft shit. You better reply, Lamau.
M16 replacement be like 60 years old. They have a new one. It's the M... Fuck. They just got it. It's brand new. It's from SIG, I think. SIG got the contract for pistols, the new SAW-style weapon, the fully auto one. And they have the... fuck, what's it called? The pistol. Once HLC gets out, I'd probably make bank consulting on the development of new Patriot. I mean, I probably could, but I like making YouTube videos. I like making content for you guys. And if I can make a living doing that, because I do pretty okay on social media already, man. Like I do pretty okay. That's the only reason like I'm gonna part ways. Like I do pretty good. Can DR make a short cameo in your country shorts? Dominican Republic? I'd have to figure out the accent. I would have to figure out the accent. And I would have to have a need. Like, I'd probably look up some history or something going on in the Dominican Republic. XM7 rifle and the NGSW program. I'm not familiar with the NGSW program. I don't know what that is. But the SIG XM rifle, is that the new one? Is that the new rifle that we just started using? Apparently the ammo is light and it fires really, really well. I have not got my hands on one yet. I mean, it looks cool. To quote my combat engineer brother-in-law, airsoft is the fun parts of exercises minus the army bullshit. Again, I'm not opposed to airsoft. I just never tried it.
To quote my combat engineer Bill, airsoft is the fun parts of exercises minus the army bullshit.
I got a question about your combat engineer brother-in-law. Does he have a tick?
What is your opinion on the SIG XM7 rifle and the NGSW program?
Hold on, I'm going to let these play real quick. Pumpers.
Can DR make a short cameo in your country shorts?
I have to find a need for it. But I'm asking if your brother-in-law has a tick because combat engineers, I don't know if you guys know this, they start out their military career kind of like me, just relatively normal, and that's arbitrary.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for a HLC video.
Would you refuse a Klondike bar? Just kidding. But after a while, combat engineers, they get like a tick. They kind of just bounce through they're like Scrat from Ice Age. They just always have to be doing something. They're bouncing their leg. They're messing with something with their hands. It's like the late onset of ADHD. They just have to be moving, right? And this is because they've been a little too close to one too many blasting caps. But it usually takes a few years and maybe a few combat experiences to happen. But all combat engineers are that way. All of them.
Scrap metal Raspberry Pi remote gun turret, tested on range. I did it years ago, on my profile. Why such cheap ideas are not used commonly? Smile.
Oh, we have remote gun turrets. Like it's called the Crow, the Command Remote Operated Weapon System. We can put 50 cal, we can put 240s, we can put Mark 19s, even though the Marks don't really work. Yeah. Hold on.
Thanks for providing us with meaningful news in an engaging way and helping us stay current and honor US military heritage all at once.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you so much for the support, honestly, from all of you guys. All of you are amazing. So ADHD person, it really is, Terry. 12 Bravo here, can't confirm. Yeah, there you go.
How long do you think the M1 Abram will stay in service?
I don't know.
Another 50 years?
I don't know. So, hold on.
Klondike is May. Give me a Snickers, Baldy.
I do want to answer. I want to talk about the M1A1 thing here real quick.
HLC love your content. I catch every video and share them with my family members and friends. The co-workers always get a laugh.
Blazed420, thank you so much, my dude. I like that I get to make people happy. Like, that's the big reward for me, honestly.
Older bro, me, younger bro, all Marines here, smiley face.
Oh, damn. All Marines. I want to make it. You know, Marines got thick skin. Fuck it. So between dad, older bro, me, younger bro. So 4 of y'all, right? All Marines. And a combined room temperature IQ. I'm sorry, I couldn't pass up on the opportunity. I love you guys. Thank you so much, man. How long do I think the M1 Abrams will be in service? I don't know. The chassis it's a good chassis, but keep in mind the M1 that you saw like in Desert Storm doesn't exist anymore. I mean, they do, just in other countries. But so like M1, right, had a 105 millimeter gun, analog pretty much everything. M1A1 had 120 millimeter gun and still pretty much analog everything. M1A2 had some minor upgrades. Then they had like Tusk systems, heavy versions, light versions, all sorts of shit. And then they came out with the SEP, or the System Enhanced package. And that's where everything went digital. And they got this thing on top like R2-D2. It's called the CITV, Commander's Integrated Thermal Viewer.
What is one of the country you ever done?
What is one of the country you've ever done? I'm sorry, I don't fully understand. I'm not being a smartass. What is one of... Are you asking like my favorite country that I've done? I love doing Australia. I really do. I wish I had more lines for Australia. I think you're asking that. But going back to the M1, the Abrams, and then they have the M1A2 SEP V2, and now they have M1A2 SEP V3s. So they just keep on updating them.
My Bill is lucky to be full-time on, so he hasn't dealt with any really shit yet. Just got the benefits so far and done disaster relief as far as I know.
Ah, okay. So he's Army National Guard. Well, I do have a soft spot for combat engineers. They're part of the reason I'm alive. Actually, a large part of the reason I'm alive. They were very, very good at finding things in Malajad, Afghanistan, and keeping me with all my fingers and toes. So I have a soft spot for those guys. Let me see. M1A2 SEP V3. Yes, the V3s. Those just came out. I used to be on the V2s, and they were brand new when I was on them. When will you appear on the Unsub again? I don't know. I just haven't gone down there. I'm going to be teaching here soon. I'm kind of in between cycles right now, so I'm getting everything prepped. But yeah. Abrams just got approval for the M1E3. Is that the X platform? Have I played the new Modern Warfare 3 campaign? No, I played Zombies a little bit. Man, I need to get back into Zombies. I need to finish it. I haven't finished Zombies yet. Did I talk about Yemen yet? I did. We talked about it a little bit. Like, what are you trying to get at? Mainly the things that we went over is they fucked around. They found out. The U.S. tried to de-escalate before they escalated, and now they're still bound and determined to do something. And I'm knowing what I know about air defense systems. I genuinely don't think that they have enough firepower to saturation attack an Aegis destroyer. I really don't.
If you're trying to fly Space A to Germany, I'm your guy.
You got a Space 8?
Any thoughts about Russia taking 12 kilometers of territory towards Avdiivka in 2 years?
No, well, that's the thing. A lot of it's their own fault. It really is, because anytime they've had to retreat and like lose territory, they planted mines. So Ukraine found ways through the mines, and now when Ukraine loses territory, Russia has to fight back through their own mines, which they forgot where they're there. Those who can do, those who can't lay landmines. I've been to Germany. I just passed through though. Sorry, answer that other one.
Did you see a Bradley apparently single-handedly took a T-90 out in Ukraine?
I think that's wonderful, and it's not unreasonable. It's really not. The TOW is a bad fucking missile,
Have a
man.
good day. Love from Europe, Texas.
Oh, little European Texas. Oh, hell yeah. I have no idea. Wojcik? I'm sorry. I don't know how to read that. I'm so sorry. Hey, you have yourself a great day, my dude. But yeah, no, a Bradley taking out a T-90, believable. That TOW's a bad bitch. And if they were like, hey, a T-90 took out a Bradley, I'd also believe that. John Velos, thank you so much, my dude. Much appreciated. I would hold on. 1/15 is my birthday. Can't wait to see you drop a video. I think I can make that happen, Blazed. I think I can. Maybe that long form that I've been working on. Guys, I will tell you, this is the heaviest editing I've ever put into a long form video, and this is the most effort I've ever put into a long form video. But I'm trying something new because the analytics tell me like what you guys watch and what you don't watch, right? It lets me know that you guys like my green screen videos and more than my other ones. But you guys also like my other ones, right? The informational ones, and that's okay. So I got to figure out how to...
1/15 is my birthday.
That's what I'm
Can't
doing.
Wait to see what you drop. A video of Fafa would be awesome. Let them know what happens when America takes the gloves off.
What's my opinion on the Rafale? I don't know enough about it to form an opinion. I need to. Could a tiger take out a leopard? Yeah, it would heavily depend on range. But that German 88's a bad fucking gun. Tigers and that German 88, that is a fucking dangerous gun. It would have to depend on range and angle, but I think it could. Does Superman beat Homelander? Yeah, I would say Superman beats Homelander. I would say so.
Does Superman beat Homelander?
I'm going to say yeah. They have ultimately the exact same powers, right? Superman can run at super speeds. I've never seen Homelander do that. Homelander can fly. He's super strong. He has laser vision. But Superman can run at super speed. So, and Homelander's bulletproof and Superman's bulletproof. So we'll see. We got a room temp IQ, but we all took jobs that require the most brain cells to be at. Radio cooks, motor T basically poke shit to gross. Hey man, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs shit. Do I have any opinions on the YF-23? Again, don't know enough about it, but I do have a fucking wall-mounted steel poster over there of the YF-23. I hear it's better than the F-22. Kind of hurts my feelings when I hear that, but I hear it. Superman can absorb power if he glows closer to the sun. That's a fact. Tiger would need the will of God and... Oh yeah, no, like if you put them like in the same country together, the leopard is gonna find the tiger 100%. But like, if you just wanted to see if a tiger could actually penetrate a leopard,
Do you
yeah,
have any opinions on the
it can, but it'd have to be very close and at the correct angle.
We got a room temp IQ, but we all took jobs that requires the most brain cells to be at. Radio, cooks.
It's different, not
motor
better.
T,
That's fair, Weapons.
basically
That's fair.
got shit the grunts need. Smiley face, cool face, cool face.
Can the Challenger tank be a competent... Now, you're talking original Challenger or the Challenger 2? Challenger 2, absolutely.
Tiger would need the will of God and crowd space magic to beat a modern leopard. They would have to not see them and
I love
not
it.
be trained.
Kraut space magic. I love it. Hold on. Just trying to read here. With mostly better things like stealth, but the F-22 had better maneuverability because it's thrust vectoring. Yeah, the two-dimensional thrust vectoring.
Asked my Bill if he wanted to split a case of nades, heard the phrase recon by grenade. Anyways, he was down Lamau.
Recon by grenade. I've heard of recon by fire, never recon by grenade. That's a new one. Oh man, I think it would depend on the model of Leopard tank. That's reasonable. Did you see the Switchblade 600 drone has a similar warhead to the Javelin? No, I didn't. What's the cost of one of them bad boys? Maybe if Tiger shot the back end of the Leopard, but not... No, not the front. It's not... I mean, again, German 88, good gun for 1942, 41, 39. Yeah, great gun for back then. Modern, no. Could the kid intercept Shield's Quinjet? I don't know what Shield Quinjet is. I'm not familiar with that at all. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. F-22 had a more simple weapons-based setup. HLC, you and the fat electrician should collab. Bro, I'm telling you, get to his comment section and let him know. Be like, hey, HLC says he sent you a script. When are we getting it? Y'all start just comment bombing that dude. Let him know. Because I sent him a script 3 weeks ago. I wrote it up. I still ain't got it. F5s and MiG-29s. You talking about what Yemen has? Yeah. And it's not very many. It's like, I want to say 22 MiG-29s, 18 F5s. I think that's it. So we literally have more F-22s than they own of planes. Weird flex. All right. I don't know what they're going to do with that information. Like, How many Patriots to defend the London Blitz in World War II? Ooh, that's a solid one. How many planes were in the London Blitz? Hold on. I'm hoping I'm not giving this away. Hold on. I got to figure out. 2,200 aircraft. Now I got to math. Hold on. Roughly. 10 Patriot systems, give or take. If you have the right loadout. Define Leopard 1 or 2, the armor is very different.
Define Leopard 1 or 2, the armor is very different.
You asking me to define it? I don't know off the top of my head. I'll be totally honest with you. I know the Leopard 2 is considered significantly better, but other than that, I don't know.
Patriots to defend the London Blitz World War II.
Russian General Vladimir Zadovsky died stepping on a Russian landmine. Oh, I saw that, yeah. Great example of them forgetting. So this is the thing, I will tell you, like, as a uniformed service member,
Does Patriot can intercept a skydiver during fly?
you could. I'd have to shut off some safeties.
Russian General Vladimir Zavodsky died stepping on a Russian landmine. Derp. Great example of them forgetting where they placed mines, lol.
I could force it to, but it would just think that he's debris or just nothing. It would filter him out just because, I mean, he's not coming at me, like he's not an arc. He's just falling. Like my radar would detect him, but it might not display it for me just because he's coming straight down. And the system would be like, that's not coming at me, that's either debris or something else, I'm going to just ignore it. Because it's not coming at me, it's not moving in the right direction, it's not moving at the right speed, it's probably not the right... I can't say the rest of those metrics. Yeah. 22,000? I'm saying 10. No, it was 2,200 planes. 2,200 planes, not 22,000. But granted, as for... Again, as a uniformed service member, the Secretary of Defense has a policy out that as a uniformed service member, we're not allowed to publicly speak about, like I can't give a interview saying that this is the United States Army's opinion about the war in Ukraine. I can't do that. I cannot do that at all. But I use Russian tactics and failures. Hold on.
So glad to catch you this evening. It's colder than a Russian glow plug-in battle in Texas right now.
Yeah, I'm just north of you. I feel you. It's cold as shit outside. A Russian glow plug in battle. I love that. That's wonderful. Madam, thank you so much. But anyways, what was I getting at? So I use the failures and tactics of the Russian army to teach my students about like the principles of mission command, understanding sustainment operations, forward mission planning. I use like their failures to teach my guys to be better. I hope that makes sense. The new B-52's Rolls-Royce F-130 engines passed testing at the Mississippi Stennis Base. Rolls-Royce makes some damn good plane engines. Hopefully they'll be ready to be installed soon. I don't know what the capability changes in that, but there's got to be a reason we're keeping the buff around this long. Like I think that it is the single longest running air platform that the U.S. has ever used. Maybe that the world has ever seen. So commando on a parachute with a grenade got you. Oh, bro. Wojciech, I will tell you right now, the easiest way, and I'll tell everyone out there, if you're a Russian bot and you're in my comment section, you want to know the best way to destroy a Patriot system, you want to know the easiest way to destroy it, walk inside and shoot the person using it. Checkmate. It's the easiest way to beat the system. Because I know what it can do, and I know how to posture it, and I know how to set everything. Like, that's going to be the easiest way to solve that problem.
The B-52's new Rolls-Royce F-130 engines passed testing at the Mississippi Stennis Space Center. Hopefully they will be ready to be installed soon.
Rolls-Royce love to get greedy little bits of one of those. What are you doing, an unsubscribe? I better unsubscribe twice!
So, commando, on parachute with a grenade got you.
Absolutely. Good luck getting to you. Yeah, that's the hard part. Getting to the person who's clickety-clack on that keyboard. But I will tell you, and I'll give you a little secret about the Patriot system. Look at your number keyboard, right? Like, look at your number keys. You know how one is on the bottom left? In Patriot, it's on the top left. So I sometimes type numbers without looking at the number pad because I've been ingrained and I was a TCA for so long. I'll look and the numbers are all fucking wrong. And I'm like, God damn it. Why are they upside down on this keyboard? And that's because, yeah. By the time the buff is retired, I'll have goddamn hyperdrive. So it's like a phone. Yeah, I guess. I guess it is like a phone. Bro, I've been a Patriot for over 10 years, and no one has ever just said, yo, it's like a phone. Why is that fucking me up so bad that my brain never made that correlation? Yo, you just mind-fucked me, man. You can't beat it. It was designed that way. I mean, Star Wars is shit. The Matrix is exposed. HLC lives near the bottom part of a window, I'm guessing. Somewhere. Not a troll, just saying Skydiver versus Patriot. Hey, man, if it works, it works. Time to get the Mind Electrician paddles, like an OG calculator. Are calculators like that? I guess they are. You guys did just watch my mind break. Like I've worked on that system, and I always tell people when I'm training them, like, the number pad is upside down. It's different than it is on a keyboard. And they're like, oh, okay. And they're like, we just leave it at that. And they're like, okay, it's upside down. It's upside down. And none of us have ever said it's like a phone.
LOL, not a troll, just saying Skydiver versus Patriot.
I got plans for my memes with F-22. Who knows, maybe Next Generation or Dominance might have a German accent and more unstable soon. I do have an NGAD character. And they might be showing up soon. Keep that in mind, folks. Might be showing up soon. Am I keeping tabs on Poland and Ecuador? I'm not. I have not been keeping tabs on... Bro, I've like gotten home every day this week and like looked at the news. I'm like... I gotta go make a video about that. And then like I walk upstairs, make the video, and then I come down, eat dinner with my wife, and then I like come upstairs, shower, and go to bed. That's been most of my week. When will Japan... I thought about using Japan. I really did today. I had considered it.
I got plans for my memes W/F22 and Rune. As Erlane, who knows, maybe Next Generation Air Dominance might have a German accent and more unstable soon. Smiley face.
$10, it's a woman? What? CRAM character? I wouldn't be opposed to a CRAM character. My wife has gotten into your videos. She thinks the buff is cute. Soon she will be on Non-Credible Defense. Oh, man. You got to keep him out of Non-Credible Defense, man. So somebody in my comment section today was like, man, Non-Credible Defense has been having a field day. And I just haven't had time today to go into Non-Credible Defense. Am I in that Reddit? Absolutely. Is my name Habitual Line Crosser in there? No, it's not. I have a Smurf one of those, and I have a Smurf Twitter that I literally just follow politicians to see the dumb things that they say. You'll never know it's me. I'm there, but I don't exist. Bro, T-double-dub, it is cold outside. Aren't they going to tell the public that what aeronautics company? I thought it was Lockheed. I thought they already had the contract for NGAD. Honest, buff versus zombie buff? The buff is never going to be a zombie because they can't bite me when I'm up this high. Plus, I fucking kill them all. There we go. I have to hear myself to be able to do the buff voice. If I do it with the headphones on, it just doesn't sound right. CRAM character has to be on speed. Speed. I am speed. If you want to be seen on radar, be incredibly shiny and reflective. Yeah? I'm going to just say yes. That's right. Because to dive into that further, I would go to jail. So you're not wrong.
Breached Middle West country recently.
Hold on. Paragliders breached Middle West country recently? Is that... Oh! Wait. Paragliders breached Poland? I was tracking missiles, did. Knock, knock, FBI, open up. What is SR-71? I never really spent enough time with that character. He's had one line in all my videos. Like, you guys have to dodge missiles? Like, that's the only line he's had.
Your thoughts on Onyx Punchstad YouTube announce about YouTube Shorts.
I
Are you
haven't...
having a similar issue with the Shorts algorithm?
The Shorts algorithm, so here's the thing. Yes and no. Keep in mind, YouTube Shorts are videos that are under a minute. So like my green screen videos aren't in the Shorts algorithm. They're in the long form algorithm because I stay over a minute. That might be why you guys always see mine. When I put them into the Shorts algorithm, I put a video here and there. My Shorts don't do very well. I haven't seen his video. That bastard doesn't even... We're in a group chat. He's texting other people in there and doesn't say shit to me. Bastard. Oh, shit. My civilian friend does not think the CRAM is real. They may want to learn. I mean, it's been around for a long time. The Navy designed it. I got to give credit where credit's due. The Navy designed it in like the 70s. They started using it in the 80s, and it was called CWIS, Close-In Weapon System. The Army gave it a TAN, put it on a generator, and we call it LPWS, and most people call it CRAM. LPWS stands for Land-Based Phalanx Weapon System.
Everyone is all hot and heavy about Ngad and stealth fighters, but we all know the secret will be in the networking and things like Loyal Wingman. 20 Valks with arms on a suicide mission sounds like a bad A2 a day.
Oh, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. That would...
My Civ friend does not. The CRAM system is real.
So, NGAD, one of the things that's supposed to come with Next Generation Air Dominance is it's supposed to have drone wingmen. So if something is too hot and your possibility of losing your aircraft, you can send in one of your drone wingmen. So that is coming supposedly with the platform. Do I watch Pre-Run? I do not. I've heard the name.
Perun's channel at all?
Is it Pre-Run? Perun? I have not. I've heard the name. I don't absorb a whole lot of YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. I don't consume a lot of content.
The world all have hypersonic fighters. How do you think close-range dogfight would go? Would they even happen at all?
So that's actually a wonderful question. So like the Chinese J-20 is not designed to be a fighter. And it's interesting is each country has their own approach to things. The United States understands that a network of fighters all talking to each other with smarts is a win. So the F-35 is our play, right? And the F-35 isn't a fighter, right? You put that in with a fucking Eurofighter Typhoon, it's probably going to take the F-35. But the problem is, the Eurofighter is never going to get a shot off before that F-35 knows where he is. So keep this in mind, right? You have two planes flying at each other. Normally what happens... Hold on.
Israel, I mean, skydivers are better than air def. I am not trolling, just saying, when Ha-Ho Jumper Commander can parachute a lot OKM and grenade AA.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So normally the way it works when two planes come at each other, right, is they both have their radar on. Now, the radar goes out this far. And as their radars cross each other, this radar starts receiving this radar signal. And this radar starts receiving this radar signal. So they know that something is in that general direction. The shitty part when dealing with a stealth aircraft like the F-22, the F-35, or fucking, let's say the J-20, is you have your radar on because you're looking for it. They leave theirs off. And as they hit the edge of your radar, their system can tell them where that radar signature is coming from. So without even turning their radar on, they're already heading directly towards you, and they can sometimes achieve a lock without even turning their radar on, and you have no idea where the fuck it's coming from. So a stealth aircraft is not necessarily supposed to be a good fighter. Is it's supposed to negate the possibility of having to fight and be able to destroy things from beyond line of sight way before they ever even know you're there. That's the purpose. Passive radar. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Did you see the Bradley duo tag teaming team? I heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. Hello from Wyoming. Yeah, I got an uncle that lives up there in Lander, and I lived for 6 months in Laramie. Fucking cold. Just a lot. Just, if you guys, so here's the thing. If you ever want to visit Wyoming, if you're watching this, do it during the summer. Beautiful state. Fucking gorgeous state. Beautiful. The second it turns to fall, leave. And don't come back. Because it doesn't snow. Like, oh, it's light dusting outside. It snows sideways at 80 miles an hour. That's Wyoming snow at like 10 fucking below zero. The shit is awful. I don't know who the fuck lives there. Not me. No, thank you. About 10 minutes left. Yeah, I got about 8 now, yeah. You cover the Russians freezing because their power plants failed. No, I have not tracked that. I kind of feel bad for just the Russian civilians. I really do. Because outside of like the big cities, there's no indoor plumbing. Their power is fucking sketchy at best. Like, it's just, the quality of life out in that country is fucking awful. And I feel bad, man. A stealth fighter is basically a fucking air sniper. Yeah. And we all have different approaches to how that's going to work. Russia wanted to build their fighter, right? So the Su-57 is their fighter because they think that there's still going to be dogfights with stealth aircraft. And there might be. There very well might be. The J-20 doesn't even have a machine gun. And the people laugh at him because, like, we did that with the F-4 Phantom and we learned our lesson. We put machine guns on our stuff again. But the J-20 is designed to eliminate the threat before they ever even see it. So why would it need a machine gun? That's their thought process. Our play is the F-35 and the F-22. We create a network of systems that all talk to each other. So then you have this floating fucking amoeba of death that whenever something happens, it can react in accordance to it. And now there's so many threats coming at you from so many different directions and you can't detect them. There's no fucking prayer for you to ever overwhelm them. That's the U.S. design. BVR tactics. Bingo. F-35B also doesn't have a machine. Does it not? Fair enough. I didn't know that. HLC when the Eurofighter makes an appearance in short form videos? Soon. Don't you? Oh shit, Rob! Rob Castle in chat, everybody. Rob, how you doing, my buddy? I haven't seen you in... Oh, hang on. Mrs. Linecrosser wanted me to say this. Daddy Rob is here. Fucking... Someone's going to clip that. And there goes HLC. He's canceled. Fuck it. Have I seen the Austrian military assessments of the Yuki summer counteroffensive? Very eye-opening. I have not. I would actually like to take a look at that. Almost lit myself on fire. Bro, I have been lit on fire. Okay, this is the little story time, okay? I'm going to tell you, I was a dumb kid. I was a really stupid kid. I'm going to let these play, but I lit myself on fire, like, whole chest.
Have you seen the Austrian military assessment of the Yuki summer counteroffensive? Very eye-opening.
Would you intercept me?
Navy's launching more strikes?
I'd intercept me.
Intercept me.
I knew it was coming. I knew the strikes were coming. I was like, every time something fired, I was like, you just showed them where you're shooting from. They're watching now. Now you just show them where you're shooting from. You just show them where you're shooting from. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I live in San Antonio next to Lackland Air Force Base. I was GS-13. The new shit they have y'all think is cool is nothing to the Wolfenstein shit I've seen stay frosty. Hey, Texas T, thank you so much for being here.
Navy is launching more strikes.
I'm super excited about that. Also, thank you so much, Daddy Rob. Daddy Rob. So, lit myself on fire. Years ago, my brother and I, we decided to buy matching trucks. I got a 1975 Jeep J20. He got a 1975 Jeep J10. If you know anything about the Jeep J20 and Jeep J10, they're old pickup trucks. One of them had a straight six, the J20, and the J10 had a V8. And I was super fucking jealous because his was like on a lift and shit. It looked really nice. And so I'm repairing mine. He's repairing his. He found out that his fuel tank was full of rust. So he's like, I'm just going to put an external fuel tank on. So he gets like pours off the top of the fuel because fuel's expensive and puts all that in his new tank. And then he has like a little bit left in the bottom. And he's like, hey, bro, go take this out of the backyard and light it on fire. There's Colorado, snow on the ground. I'm like, everything's fireproof right now because I'm stupid, right?
I live in San Antonio DX next to Lackland. AFBI was a G's 13.
You've never heard this
The
story,
new
Mrs.
city
HLC?
that y'all think
Okay.
is cool is
I coulda swore I
nothing
told
to
you
the
this one.
French shit I have seen.
So,
Frosty.
So, I pour out the fuel downhill from my brother's truck that he's working on. I light it on fire. I'm like, hey, I'm just a little, kid. I was probably 16 and a half, maybe 17. And I'm just watching, fire, cool. I didn't realize his truck had been leaking fuel while he was pouring everything off of it. So it had rolled downhill. So now I'm watching a trail of fire head back up the hill towards his truck. And I start panicking, right? So first thing I do is I try and cover it with snow. And I'm like, that'll put it out. And it didn't work. Then I try and cut a hole with my boot through the line of fuel. And I was like, that'll stop it, right? Fire break, that'll stop it. And no, it didn't. So then my brain goes, smother it. And what did I do? I dropped chest down on top of this.
This is the assessment.
This is the assessment. And I dropped down chest onto this fire. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. So stop, drop, and roll. The shit you learn in elementary school does not work if you're covered in an accelerant. So I chest bombed a little puddle of gas and fire because I'm a fucking idiot, and proceeded to run through the backyard, peeling off my clothing as fast as I possibly could because as soon as I leaned up, I was on fire. And I just jacket off, shirt off, everything off, and then I went back inside in my underwear. And my brother still laughs about that story to this day. Yeah, that was me lighting myself on fire. And made the puddle even bigger. Yeah, I was... yeah. My brother loves that fucking story. Yeah. Hello from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Degrees Fahrenheit on January 7th. I hit 33 years of total service, active National Guard and Reserve, still serving. Bro! Sabotage Garage, thank you so much for being here, my dude. That's a long fucking time. That is a long fucking time. Is this the Navy brother or the cop brother? No, this is the convicted felon brother. And this one got no nipples. Luckily, I'm surprised I can grow facial hair now. I didn't get, I got a light burn, it was like a sunburn, but that was about it. Who would... Blue Jay,
Hello from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
We'll let this one play.
0 degrees Fahrenheit. On January
We're almost done here for the night, folks. We got about another minute. How did you even survive that in the first place? And damage... I absolutely did. I just peeled off clothing as fast as I possibly could. And it would be really embarrassing. My dad was a firefighter if his son burned to death.
Would you intercept me?
Bro, stupid.
I'd intercept me.
Who would you voice for the Hummer? I'll have the SR-71 Blackbird tell the speed check story as told by Major Brian Shule. Whether it is true or not, it is funny/entertaining.
I've considered doing the LA speed check, but I don't want to steal someone else's thunder like this. I don't know. Who would I voice for the Hummer? That got me thinking. Maybe the guy from Forrest Gump, not Forrest Gump, but the guy, the bus driver. He's like, I'm Forrest Gump. I don't give a sack of shit. Who the fuck you think you are? Like that. I think that's great.
Thought on the F-18 Super? I was in the Navy and decommissioned the Kitty Hawk, so I was all around the horn.
My brother was on the Shitty Kitty from 2002 until fucking 2008 or something. The old Shitty Kitty. Sorry, it's a term of endearment. I like the F-18. I will tell you this. The reason why the F-18 hasn't made any appearances in my videos is I haven't fully figured out the character yet. But I will tell you this, as somebody who operates radars and works in air defense, the Growler is the scariest fucking thing I could ever imagine. This is the thing. I'm not scared of wild weasels and do flippy doodads and shit. Whatever. My missiles will find you. I got you. I ain't worried about that. But what the Growler can do to my goddamn radar scares the fuck out of me. It's worse than Durfam. It's worse than everything else that's out there. It's fucking terrifying. So, all right, guys, we're at our 2 hours. We're a little bit over right there. So, my voice is already gone. As always, do not give in to the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing, and I will see you guys right here next time. If you'd like to support the channel, please go to habituallinecrosser.com. If you hold out for a little while, I got my new merchandise will be going up, so I'll let you guys know when that goes live. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you guys next time.